Well, it was a very long weekend for Donald Trump and the MAGA regime, with a lot of really unfortunate, awful news coming out, starting with apparently the America First agenda now will include invading Venezuela, probably for their oil. That won't be the reason they say, but that's the reason why we do most things. We do find that the targeted areas, the concentration of ICE activity is now focused in areas that are highly Hispanic, but specifically Hispanics who tend to vote Democratic. So this is voter suppression at its most bald. And I heard some analysis on this morning out of North Carolina, which is where I was for most of last week for Thanksgiving. We know that Kristi Noem was doing the Sunday shows this weekend, boasting about how she ignored federal orders, just can act with autonomy no matter what any court tells her to do. And interestingly, blaming Joe Biden for one of the suspects in shooting the two National Guard members who came into this country in April. And I will say that twice I heard different hosts question her about that because she's blaming Biden, but Biden was not president in April of this year, and Kristi Noem was sort of immune to that information and kept saying Biden's to blame, Biden's to blame. Usually you can blame the previous administration for maybe 2-3 months, 6 months on the outside, but we're now almost a full year in, and it's time to start taking responsibility because we, the people, see through it. Meanwhile, Trump himself, the numbers don't look good, and the numbers don't look good because the economy doesn't look good. October jobs report was so bad they didn't release it, but it was leaked. Apparently, our country lost 140,000 jobs in October, bringing the number to 1 million layoffs so far this year. Groceries, of course, at a record high, right? When everybody's trying to buy food to make big meals for families, family gatherings, Christmas and Thanksgiving and whatnot. And tariffs, it turns out manufacturing dropped for the 11th month in a row in this country because of the tariffs, making the market unpredictable and decreasing demand for goods and services and products because the prices are up so much. But there's some really good news behind all of this stuff. And that is that Republicans and Democrats are starting to find a way to work together in the House to accomplish some things that perhaps leadership doesn't want them to do, but it doesn't matter. And it's called discharge petitions. And they learned this, as you may recall, very recently with the Epstein files, which of course we have not received and probably won't. But they did get the discharge petition through both houses of Congress with only one person voting against it in the entire body of Congress. And now we have the Protect America's Workforce petition that's going to go through. It already has the signatures needed. It's going to allow federal workers who were illegally terminated by tweet or whatever, by Truth Social, by executive order. That's not legal. They now have recourse to get their jobs back. We have the Russia sanctions petition going through, which will certainly get enough votes to put sanctions on Russia for their ongoing illegal war of aggression against Ukraine. Again, outside of the Trump policy, which is to support Russia and tell Ukraine to just give up. And we have another one to extend the Obamacare subsidies. So folks, I got to tell you, it's not Republicans versus Democrats. It is us against the MAGA regime. They are losing. Even their people are even figuring out that the cult is a cult. And the way we're going to get through this, the way democracy is going to survive and how we, the people, are going to survive this together is by standing together, regardless of political affiliation, and saying all of these things affect all of us. Thank you for watching. My name is Bill. I'm a college professor in Dallas, Texas. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We'll talk soon. Well, it was